Hello and welcome to Science Monitor. First of all, we wish a very happy new year to all the viewers of Science Monitor. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor with you. It is expected that in 2023, the pace of development in the field of science, technology, invention and innovation will continue and society will continue to make progress with scientific and logical thinking. In today's episode, we will talk about the achievements and contributions made by science ministries and departments of the country during the year 2022. But first, let's begin with the headlines. The innovative efforts of the Department of Science and Technology improved India's global ranking. During the year 2022, many important milestones have been achieved by the initiatives of DST. A glance at the achievements made by research laboratories of CSIR in 2022, 37 laboratories and institutes spread across the country have strengthened the nation in every field of science and technology. 14 autonomous institutes of the Department of Biotechnology have made the country a global leader. A comprehensive review of the scientific achievements of these institutions during the year 2022. And the country got an edge in weather, ocean and earthquake research and development. The Ministry of Earth Sciences and its departments continued their journey of success during 2022 as well. And now the news in detail. Last year, the whole world remained in the process of recouping from the effects of the pandemic, in which science and technology had the biggest and the most important contribution. The Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, has achieved many important milestones through its innovative efforts. India made phenomenal progress in its ranking at the global level. Let's take a look at some of the major achievements made by DST during the year 2022.
The Department of Science and Technology, under the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, is the nodal agency for scientific and technological development in the country. DST has done the work of bringing the country to the list of leading nations with the propagation of scientific temper. The year 2022 was also an important year regarding scientific achievements in the country. India secured 40th position in the Global Innovation Index last year. And according to the National Science Foundation database, India remained in the top 3 countries in terms of scientific publications and number of startups. In addition to the progress in the schemes and programs being run by DST in the field of research and development, we talk about some landmark achievements. In the year 2022, high-capacity computers were installed in 5 institutes of the country: IIT Kharagpur, NIT Trichy, IIT Gandhinagar, IIT Guwahati and IIT Mandi. The second United Nations World Geospatial Information Congress was successfully held in Hyderabad from 10th to 14th of October 2022 on the theme Geo Enabling the Global Village, No One Should Be Left Behind. The Survey of India, the country's national survey and mapping organization, has successfully surveyed more than 2 lakh villages with drones under the scheme of technology-assisted mapping and survey of villages in rural areas. Its objective is to help the villagers in getting the ownership of their property. A swarm of 1,000 indigenous drones created mesmerizing formations in the sky on the Beating the Retreat ceremony on the evening of 29 January 2022. The women-driven drone show by Messrs. Botlab Dynamics has established India at the 4th position in the world. Messrs. Sky Shed Daylight Private Limited, Hyderabad, proposed India's first integrated daylighting system to reduce carbon footprint. It can also reduce the AC load, which in turn will protect our environment and climate. It can bring daylight even to the basement. Scientists at the Raman Research Institute, an autonomous institute under DST, and the Quantum Computing Institute of Canada have found a simple way to measure complexity in high-dimensional systems. In the field of astronomy, using the 3.6-meter Dev-Sthal optical telescope and the 1.3-meter Dev-Sthal fast optical telescope of the Aryabhatta Observational Science Research Institute under DST. A team of scientists, including Indian and international collaborators, made observations on the surface of Pluto and accurately calculated its atmospheric pressure. Using the indigenous Saras-3 radio telescope, researchers at the Raman Research Institute have refuted the recent claim of the discovery of radio wave signals from the early stages of our universe, when stars and galaxies were formed. In the field of nanoscience, scientists at the Institute of Nanoscience and Technology have for the first time come up with an efficient way to induce a property called piezoelectric delta phase in polymer nanoparticles. Researchers at SN Bose Center for Basic Sciences have developed a design map of alloys at the nanoscale using machine learning that can help in matching pairs of metals that form bimetallic nanoalloys. In the area of climate and environment, a study by the Wadia Institute of Himalayan Geology has found that little ice age, that is LIA marine isotope stages in glaciers in the Suru River Basin, Ladakh and Western Himalayas have fluctuated significantly. Such glacial chronologies can help to understand past climate changes and assess the effects of future climate change in the region. The number of mangrove species is likely to decline and may migrate to land by 2070 in Chilka and Sundarbans near the east coast and Dwarka and Porbandar along India's west coast, says the research of the Birbal Sahni Institute of Paleosciences. This year in the field of health, scientists at the Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research have studied the glassy dynamics of an artificial active matter system. Their research has been published in Physical Research Letters. A platinum-based electrocatalyst has been developed by the International Center for Advanced Powder Metallurgy and New Materials Research that can be used in fuel cells. This electrocatalyst has shown better results than commercially available electrocatalysts, which can extend the life of the fuel cell. In addition to these major achievements, the Department of Science and Technology focused on the aim of promoting science and technology interventions in the northeastern states. DST emphasized setting up national testing laboratories with modern facilities across the country. Many new guidelines and policies were also decided in the same year, including the New Science, Technology and Innovation Policy. On 1st of December 2022, India assumed the presidency of the G20, and in 2023, the country will host the G20 Leaders Summit for the first time. During this, the Department of Science and Technology has taken the responsibility of coordinating the activities of Science 20 regarding the Research Innovation Initiative.
Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, a major scientific organization under the Ministry of Science and Technology, is working for the development of scientific and technological innovation in every field. The constituent laboratories of CSIR spread across the country have played a special role in the economic and social upliftment of the country. Let us watch what important achievements CSIR made during the year 2022.
With 37 constituent laboratories and institutes spread across the country, the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, a premier organization of the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, has set several milestones in the year 2022. The CSIR Society meeting was held in New Delhi on 15th of October 2022 under the chairmanship of the Prime Minister. The Vision 2030 roadmap was presented along with showcasing the CSIR's recent achievements. Dr. Jitendra Singh, Union Minister for Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Dr. N. Kalai Selvi, Director General CSIR, were present along with other dignitaries. Let's have a look at the important achievements of CSIR during the year 2022. On 10th of October 2022, Prime Minister inaugurated the advanced plant for the production of the country's own hydrazine hydrate, developed in collaboration with CSIR, Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, Hyderabad, and Gujarat Alkalis and Chemicals Limited. Based on indigenous technology, this plant can produce 10,000 tons of hydrazine hydrate per year. Last year, Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh also released CSIR guidelines on disinfection techniques to prevent SARS-CoV-2 infection. The UVC technology developed by CSIR's Central Scientific Instruments Organization was found to be completely effective in killing the coronavirus. This technology has been successfully tested in railways, AC buses, and even in Parliament House. The Delhi-based National Physical Laboratory of CSIR celebrated its Platinum Jubilee year with 75 years of India's independence. A special postage stamp was released on the occasion, and the LED Photometry Laboratory was dedicated to the nation. The laboratory is working to meet the need for energy-efficient lighting technology in the country. This year, several other laboratories and institutes of CSIR celebrated their Platinum Jubilees and showcased the contributions of CSIR in nation building. Jigyasa Science Festival was started by CSIR in the year 2022 through boot camps across the country. Through this festival, more than 20,000 students were connected to the current challenges in every field of science and technology. Out of them, 75 students were selected and were awarded on the occasion. On 23rd April 2022, Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh inaugurated the BioNest Bio-Incubation Center of CSIR, Indian Institute of Integrative Medicine, Jammu. This incubation center, funded by BIRAC, Department of Biotechnology, aims to unleash the entrepreneurial mindset among farmers, entrepreneurs, and youth of Jammu and Kashmir. On September 2022, the first of its kind Startup Expo was organized by Indian Institute of Integrative Medicine in Jammu. The iconic 75 Industry Connect was organized by CSIR's Northeast Institute of Science and Technology, Jorhat, in line with the government's vision to accelerate the development of the northeastern states. The iConnect program was a concerted effort of CSIR, DBT, DST, MoES, and other scientific departments of the country to reach out to the industries. CSIR, National Aerospace Laboratories, Bengaluru, has successfully completed the mid-air engine relay testing of the indigenous training aircraft Hansa NG in 2022. Last year, NAL also successfully tested its octocopter, an advanced unmanned aerial vehicle made of lightweight carbon fiber foldable structure with a mass of 20 kilograms that can fly for 20 minutes. It can be used for agricultural purposes as well as for emergency services such as vaccine delivery. CSIR, Central Road Research Institute, inaugurated the country's first pothole repairing patch fill machine and mobile cold mixer paver machine developed with its patented technology. The institute, in collaboration with the Ministry of Steel Government of India and 4 major steel industries in the country, has also paved the way for cost-effective and durable road construction from waste steel slag in the country. Last year, Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh unveiled India's first indigenous hydrogen fuel cell-based bus by CSIR in collaboration with KPIT Company, Pune. This can be the beginning of a new era in the country. The Council of Scientific and Industrial Research has won the Golden Peacock Eco-Innovation Award for the year 2022 for environmental monitoring of SARS-CoV-2 virus in wastewater. This work was supported by IICT, CCMB, NCL, and NEERI laboratories of CSIR. Last year, CSIR and its laboratories SERC, CLRI, NIIST, NIO, and IICB played a leading role in the 75-day Swachh Sagar, Surakshit Sagar campaign, a program of national importance. CSIR's Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology set up an mRNA vaccine development platform last year. And in the recent past, CSIR's new tagline, CSIR, the Innovation Engine of India, and 1 Week, 1 Lab nationwide campaign launched in the year 2022 for showcasing the CSIR's technologies for social welfare.
Every year, all the ministries and departments review their efforts and the targets achieved. A comprehensive review was carried out for the excellent efforts and the future roadmap of the institutes under the Department of Biotechnology, a constituent of the Ministry of Science and Technology. Here is a Science Monitor report on the contributions of DBT institutes during the year 2022.
As a major component of the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, the Department of Biotechnology, through its successful efforts, has worked to make the country self-sufficient in every field. From vaccine manufacturing to setting up agricultural startups in rural areas, DBT and its 14 autonomous institutions have played an important role in achieving the goals. National Institute of Agri-Food Biotechnology, Mohali, an institute of DBT, identified priority cereals and fruit crops for applying genome editing process. This will be helpful in giving pace to Indian agriculture according to today's need. The Translational Health Science and Technology Institute, Faridabad, a flagship institute of DBT in the field of health, has a strong maternal and child health research program. The institute is developing therapeutic molecules against tuberculosis, dengue, and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. The institute has also contributed to COVID-19 vaccine development and is currently developing a pan-beta coronavirus vaccine. Human papilloma virus vaccine efficacy studies over the past 10 years by the Rajiv Gandhi Center for Biotechnology have resulted in the establishment of a single dose of the HPV vaccine for children from 9 to 18 years of age that is sufficient to prevent infection. DBT, National Institute of Animal Biotechnology, Hyderabad, first reported electrochemical-based lateral flow assay for lumpy dermatitis in milch cattle through immunoinformatics, and this has been highlighted for the development of potential vaccine against LSDV. Stem Cell Science and Regenerative Medicine, Bengaluru, is conducting cutting-edge research using stem cells to understand heart diseases and brain disorders. Being the first Stem Cell Institute of India, the institute is also undertaking extensive outreach and highly sophisticated stem cell training on a regular basis for capacity building in stem cell and regenerative biology. The National Institute of Biomedical Genomics under the Department of Biotechnology has identified genomic alterations that mark the transition from precancerous to oral cancer. It has also performed the first genome-wide study in the GERB-INI cohort to identify genomic and epigenomic markers of the birth of premature infants. Indian Biology Data Center, which was established at the Regional Center for Biotechnology, Faridabad, was dedicated to the nation by Dr. Jitendra Singh, Minister of Science and Technology and Earth Sciences. It is the first national repository in India to collect more than 2 billion bases obtained from various research laboratories. The Institute of Life Sciences, Bhubaneswar, is working on several research programs in the areas of infectious disease biology, cancer biology, and plant and microorganism biotechnology. DBT and its organization BIRAC have given a new impetus to the startup campaign in the country, which is benefiting youth and entrepreneurs across the country. These autonomous institutes of the Department of Biotechnology, through research and development work in almost all areas like agriculture, human health, animal science, environment and water conservation, and law and order, are making India self-reliant.
The Department of of Ocean Development, established in 1981 by the Government of India, was reorganized as the Ministry of Earth Sciences in the year 2006. Various departments under this ministry carry out research on S&T development for weather, climate, ocean, earthquake, polar research, and allied activities. Here is a Science Monitor special report on the major scientific works done by the Ministry of Earth Sciences during the year 2022.
Ministry of Earth Sciences, Government of India, working in line with its mandate, achieved many milestones during the year 2022. Some of the major achievements are presented as under. The Meteorological Department started Doppler weather radars in Chennai, Delhi, Mumbai, Surkanda Devi, Banihal Top and Leh in the year 2022. With this, the number of Doppler weather radars has increased to 35 in the entire country. The efforts made during 5 years recorded 40 to 50% improvement in the forecast of cyclone, heavy rainfall, heat wave, cold wave, thunderstorm and fog. The forecast work has been carried out and tested in the year 2022 with an operational period of 5 days. The number of nowcast stations has increased to 1,124 in 2022, while the number of forecast stations in the country has now increased to 1,181. The South Asia Flash Flood Guidance System was expanded to provide flash flood guidance to Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal and Sri Lanka. MoES has developed an extremely high-resolution air quality early warning system for air quality to predict extreme pollution events with an accuracy up to 88%. In the year 2022, 200 district agromate units set up in Krishi Vigyan Kendra campuses and Agro Automatic Weather Stations AWS was set up at KVKs. These AWS are also equipped with soil moisture and soil temperature sensors in addition to conventional sensors. With the help of these, the capability to communicate block-level agro-weather warmings has been achieved for about 3,126 blocks covering about 360 districts of the country. The Atmospheric Research Test Bed or ART facility has been set up on 100 acres of land at village Silkheda in Sihor district of Madhya Pradesh. An experimental model of a high-resolution global forecast with a horizontal resolution of 6 km is implemented to improve small-scale weather forecasting. In the ocean sector, the Indian National Centre for Ocean Information Services established 3 ground stations to carry out in-house operational warning services and receive data from AVHRR, VIIRS, MODIS and OCM sensors. In 2022, Autonomous Coastal Water Quality Coastal Observatory has been set up at Kochi and Vishakhapatnam. 2 cruises have been conducted from West Bengal to Goa during February 2022 to April 2022 to assess the quality of coastal waters. A web GIS-based decision support system, Digital Coast India, was developed last year. Through various projects of National Centre for Coastal Research, databases can be created in which all the information on coastal and marine pollution, marine garbage, coastal changes, coastal hazards, ecosystems, etc. can be stored. Ministry of Earth Sciences, as part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, launched the Swachh Sagar Surakshit Sagar campaign to clean beaches along the country's coastal region and raise awareness about the importance of a clean and safe sea. National Institute of Ocean Technology is setting up 6 more plants with a capacity of 1.5 lakh per day at Amini, Androt, Chetlat, Kalpeni, Kirtan and Kadmat Islands in the Union Territory of Lakshadweep. In the year 2022, safe potable water was generated by Kalpeni and Amini desalination plants. A prototype unit of indigenously developed tsunami bottom pressure recorder Sagar Bhumi was successfully deployed in Chennai in September 2022. The Deep Ocean Mission, India's ambitious plan to explore and exploit deep sea resources was launched in June 2021. Under this mission, several efforts have been initiated in 2021-22, including development of a manned submersible to carry 3 people with scientific sensors and equipment to a depth of 6,000 meters in the ocean. The design of the manned submersible with human crew has been completed. The crew module for carrying 3 people and life support systems was completed and tested up to 500 meters. Overall, the past year has been full of positive activities for the Ministry of Earth Sciences.
That is all in today's edition of Science Monitor. Keep sending your feedback and suggestions through email. Our email ID is indiascience@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write into us at Vigyan Prasar, A50, Sector 62, Noida 201309, Uttar Pradesh. So we'll take your leave now. See you again next week. Till then, stay safe and think scientifically. Bye for now.